Hello, my name is Professor Young, and I will be teaching your online government class this term. I just want to give a brief video presentation and welcome you to the class. And I was going to spend a few moments going over the syllabus and the keys to success for you in this course. Some of you, I'm aware, may have taken many online classes in the past, and for some of you this may be your first, and I hope you find it to be a rewarding experience regardless of which of those two camps that you're in. I do my best to make the course easy to understand, and you should always know what's coming up, what's expected, and when things are due. So hopefully you've had a chance to open the course and look through the layout, and you found the syllabus, and so I'm going to just review some key parts of that and then bring to your attention some other relevant things for your success in the class. So, like I said, this is your online government class. The design that I've used is the class has 3 units. Each unit has 4 to 5 chapters, and you just simply find that by clicking on the unit, and it'll display all of them. And under each chapter, you'll see the deadlines for when all those activities are due. For each unit, there's also a discussion board. Please read the instructions carefully on that. You can find much of the information you may need to successfully answer that from your textbook. Be sure to read the requirements on what's expected as far as a response to the question asked, and then you also need to respond to some of your classmates, and there's also instructions on how to successfully do that. Feel free to respond to more than what is required. The spirit of that assignment is to have a discussion on a scholarly item. Each unit will also have a unit test. This will be multiple choice, delivered online, and it'll be just from those chapters presented. At the end of the term, you have those 3 units. There will be a final exam, which will have content from all of the chapters covered in this semester. So the additional items we have for each chapter there are a number of activities. Those activities range from 5 to 15 minutes each. So I know at first glance it looks like quite a bit of items are due in this class, maybe hovering close to 100, but many of those can be completed in very little time. The rule of thumb that I use is typically in a traditional semester you need to spend about 6 hours on the class, and of course it's a little more if the semester is not quite 16 weeks. But about 6 hours a chapter is usually what it comes out to. I think you'll enjoy some of those activities, and they're presented in many different ways. So hopefully some of those play to your strength, and some of those may help you strengthen yourself in other areas. There will be a quiz for each chapter. So the idea there is you take those and see how well you do, and then you can know what you need to work on before you commit to taking the test. New items come available throughout the term, and you'll have plenty of time to achieve each deadline. So you need to make sure you schedule this class for yourself while it's online. You still need to commit throughout the week as to when you're going to sit down and achieve those deadlines for all the items asked to cover. In addition to the unit discussions, the unit test, the final, and those chapter activities, in this term you also have 2 long essay assignments. These are laid out on the course menu under long essays. You have plenty of time to work on these, and you can begin thinking about them and working on them right away. I invite you to visit the library and talk to the librarian about scholarly resources. Those are peer-reviewed journals, and you certainly need to be comfortable using those and finding those not only for this class, but I assure you for the rest of your academic career, regardless of what field of study you choose to continue on with. There's an extra credit opportunity to visit the Writing Center on those. If you do that in advance of the deadline, I'll give you a few 5 points to visit the Writing Center, and that's hopefully for you to see the value of visiting the Writing Center and getting a second set of eyes on your work. If you do that, be sure to take the assignment with you. They're happy to meet with you. Probably not the day before. All of a sudden they'll get busy, but call them and set an appointment, and some of them are just drop in. but make sure you plan in advance if you want to take advantage of that opportunity. Also inside the class, you'll see some other resources. There's a section for student D2L resources. D2L is the name of our system that we're using for our what I call LMS system, Learning Management System. But a number of these things were with things that help you succeed in this class, some tutorials, and then at the top of your page in the class, you'll see the resources tab, and that gives you links to things like the Learning Center, the library, disability services, and any of those other items that you may need, that you may find useful in your academic journey. At any time in this class, the gradebook, I have set it up in such a way that you will always have your exact average in the class, assuming everything's been graded. I have a turnaround grade time of no more than 3 days on most assignments, and give me up to a week on the written assignments, typically done well within that time frame, but just to be safe, I'll give myself a week. But the discussion boards and the other items you can expect within 3 days, 3 school days, that those will be graded. So you should always know where you're at in this class, how you're doing, what's coming up, and hopefully you can easily understand what's expected. I invite you to call me or email me anytime. Don't text me. But I'm here for you to help you succeed. Hopefully you're not shy about doing that. I really do want this to be a positive experience, and I don't want you getting hung up or losing time over something that can be quickly figured out. Now, with that, all that said, you have some responsibilities in this class, and that's to achieve the deadlines. It's just patently unfair that if I have to extend deadlines for some people while everyone else achieve them. The online class allows you to work in early in the week for things that are due. Waiting. I'm a little more sympathetic to problems that happen on Tuesday when something's due Sunday versus something coming up on Sunday and you wanting it fixed the next day or thereafter. And so please stay on top of that. Schedule your time to complete this class well in advance. Much easier for me to solve a problem. If I get word from you on Wednesday or Thursday, we can fix those. It is technology and things do happen, and I'm a reasonable person, but let's not create a situation where I have to extend deadlines and things like that. That delays everyone else in the class from receiving their feedback and grades if I have to extend tests and things of that nature. So with that said, that's pretty much all I had to cover. As far as the syllabus and orientation go, please start by doing the orientation quiz. Most of those answers come right from the syllabus. And doing the introduction discussion. Be sure to respond to a couple of your classmates, and you need to upload a photo. You can either put it into the post, or you can just upload a photo to D2L in general. Either one of those is fine. So that's a good way to start the semester off with a high grade. And I guess one final note, you definitely need the book to succeed in this class. I don't really care if you get the ebook or a physical book, but it is required to be successful in this class that you have a textbook. And so I'll leave that up to you to decide which one fits your learning style the best. So once again, welcome to Government Online, and I look forward for us to have a productive term, and I think you'll enjoy the content that we will cover.